Well, hello there. I saw on your Facebook it's your birthday. Okay, that's from Cobra Kai. Anyway, so welcome to my movie review. I like the way this looks, by the way. It's kind of like a mixture between my live streams and my regular ways of doing reviews. So, welcome to my movie review on Do the Right Thing. Directed by Spike Lee, starring Spike Lee. You also got Samuel L. Jackson. You've got that chick that's in fucking White Man Can't Jump. John Turturro, Frank Vincent, fucking Martin Lawrence in an early role. Just I think I'm not sure. The guy from Luke Cage is in it. The guy that plays Gus Fring in Breaking Bad, and he's also in Usual Suspects, is in it. So yeah, basically, what the plot of Do the Right Thing is, it takes place on the hottest day of the year during the summer, obviously, and we're basically following a guy played by Spike Lee, works in a pizza place, Sal's Pizza. This is Sal here. He also works with John Turturro, and we basically just get a glimpse of what got a girlfriend, but he's always working. I can't see her as much. The girlfriend's played by this actress here, and we also see her at the start of the movie. And basically, they have a kid and all this. Got to spend time with the kid and all this sort of. And essentially, it's about these people's lives living in this place in Brooklyn, around that area. Uh, yeah, Brooklyn. Sorry. Um, and essentially, it's also about race, racial kind of beef against Italian American and African American. We get to see glimpses, and just different events kind of happen in the movie. Got, you know, and they're like, it's hot as a motherfucker. Hit the water hydrant and water's going in the streets. Frank crashes his car at one point. Fuck. Um, yeah, Spike Lee and his girl, but then they get along and they get do some things. Sal, he works for days. You got this who's is mentally challenged. The right word. I'm not really 100% what you're meant to say, but you keep saying stuff, saying the same thing. You got John that works at Sal's Pizza, an absolute fucking asshole. You got the guy played by the actor that plays Gus Fring, who was also like friends of Spike Lee's character. He's like, oh, why is there no on the wall and all this shit? You got Samuel L. Jackson, a radio narrator, and you also have the guy Robbie in Spider Man as well, and his character, big boom box, that Public Enemy song, "Fight the Power, Fight the Power." And the movie pretty much starts off a little bit like a comedy, and then it gets dark. It goes on, and then there's a serious political message, and it gets pretty fucked up. Y'all, it's really jolly. A girl called Mother Sis, who's a bit of a grumpy. I believe that's where there. I think this girl's son nearly gets run off. And the guy's like, "Okay, be careful," and then she's being harsh on him. He's like, "No, you got to be nicer to him." And essentially, yeah, it's kind of how this it gets fucked up. It gets fucked up and shows you how dangerous racism can be. That is really the movie story shell. And what do I think of it? Fucking classic. This is one of my fucking favorite from the 80s. One of my favorite Spike Lee movies. I've only seen a couple of his movies. I've seen Do the Right Thing, Jungle Fever, um, Black Klansman. I haven't seen The Five Bloods. I haven't seen a lot of fucking movies. But this movie's excellent. I love how you manage the story and get a political message. People get treated in communities. It shows like a dark side of racism. Well, for the most part of the movie, you think he's like, come on, man, calm the fuck down. But there's all these fucking riots going, strangling Gus Fring's character to death. The guy, I don't know the fucking actor's name, sorry. Probably should have done research. And it lose respect, and people are going, and it just shows you. And it's, you also have where black and white people are in the pizzeria. Robert De Niro on the walls. Hey, how come this? It's like, dude, these are my Italian. It's an Italian restaurant. It's like, there's no fucking brother. I was like, okay, and Spike Lee's like, and Spike Lee, great job in the movie. They direct it, and I remember we actually, like, I do a course in college in Ireland, and we had to watch a couple of film documentaries, and we get to see a bit. Also having to act in it. Now he's in Jungle Fever, but he's not the main character in that. He's the main character in this, and he does a great job. He's likable. You know, you see him, you know, with him and John Turturro. I think he's like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he's like, who's your favorite? Eddie Murphy. Yeah. So why don't you like Black? And you know, we see how fucking racist he is, and Turturro done a great job of playing a racist fucker. He's always like, get the him and Sal are talking for a while, and the guy that has like issues comes up and is like, I was like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, fuck you, and it's really hard hitting him and being just an asshole to him. You know, it was interesting seeing Martin Lawrence in the movie, and like like he has a list like, I'm not this man, and he pops the movie, and then it's like, it's hot out this, and then like he hits the fucking hose and it goes everywhere, and they're all, and it's fucking funny, and like, I love the atmosphere. You know, you get, it feels like, I know the way sometimes in movies they don't shoot during the actual Halloween as an example, even though they look like October, but you know, you get this was shot in summer. Like, correct me if like, it's fucking hot, and you have Samuel kind of bit of dialogue, and then you got the fight the power, people dancing at the beginning. I also love how Spike Lee, they're called the Spike Lee joint. It's a great. You get to see that girl's boobies, and he's like playing bass and all, and she kind of argues at one point. I love the guy that passed and dropped it, and he's like, hey, he's like, what? Please do the right thing, you know. The movie has a funny dialogue as well. As I said, I actually find the part where Frank fucking, there's been at points, but they're like, but it's funny when like, well, fuck you, man. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. But I think Frank Vincent does a great job. But yeah, and Samuel Jackson is like, it's you know, and he talks to, it's like, it's great to see you here. And it was nice to see him in a more chill kind of radio DJ role. I like the guy that tries to be positive. I'm sorry, mother, sister, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, get out of here. Just got to be easy on that boy. And I thought he was and that's just, it's like really well written characters, like memorable. Spike Lee, I don't really know if he's much, but like he was great in this. A likable. I like how you think this guy's not that racist, and then nearly find out he's a fucking probably the of them all, because he's good friends. Characters like, oh, he's been working here for years, you know, and there's a lot of get here and all that shit. The like fight the power plays a lot, like the guy walks around with the boombox and stuff. But I love that scene where he goes. It's a bit like, don't get me wrong now. It's just he says it. It's a great quote. He's talking to this agent. He's like, no, you can't do that. He's like, what? You can't do that. It's like, I want, like, no, D. It's like, D, motherfucker, learn how to speak English, alright? You know, and they're like, no, get the fuck talking to him. But I just, you know, um, I love the way it's shot as well. It's shot really well, directed and edited really smoothly. As I said, it captures the past. Actually, is another version that's an even better version. I think I don't know if there's a Criterion Blu-ray of this, but yeah, this has a lot of great features on it. But everyone well, it focuses on characters and it manages not to get overcrowded. Like I like when Martin Lawrence, you know, have the lisp, and you just get people's lives, and it manages to keep. Um, it's just there are a lot of great in the movie, and I mean, Spike Lee's character feels bad for the guy challenges at the start of the movie as well. And you go buy yourself something. He's like, thank you, and all that. It's it is hard, and the ending is heartbreaking, and it's comedy. Then it gets serious, it gets dark. But I just think that this is a fucking. I love Spike Lee as a director. I like the message he tries to portray out. Um, I know there's a rivalry in him and Quentin Tarantino, which is funny because Jackson worked both of them, and oh, you know, I just love this movie. Back of it, this powerful portrayal, racial tension sparked controversy. It played while earning popular critical stay of the year and the life of Bedford, Brooklyn, the community, the same. Yeah, pretty much just sums there. Not the whole movie, but yeah, but I like the. Oh, I actually never. I've had this nearly 2016. I've seen it a couple. This is actually near the end of it. Like there's riots on fire, and yeah, but there's a lot of movies that kind of deal with Italian. Actually, Jungle Fever is like that as well, which is another Spike Lee, and another that's a little bit like that. A little bit. Oh no, it will be a Bronx Tale. But yeah, guys, honestly, this is no flaws with this movie at all. It's brilliant. Um, you know, it does deserve its 18 rating. Contains strong violence, discrimination, which like the N word is said a couple. As far as I remember, yeah. I think everyone does it brilliantly. I thought John Turturro was great because like he just got into the role so well. Actor that played recently passed away. Passed away a good while ago. I don't know. Yeah, but honestly, love this movie. Um, I like the 60 documentary rehearsal. But yeah, I love this movie.